this is why I believe Bryce Young will be the next him, while Bryce Young will be the next guy, while Bryce Young is that dude. I mean, he's that guy, man. I don't know why, this whole narrative that he's not him just because CJ Stroud is having such a good year. And yes, I am aware CJ Stroud will win Offensive Rookie of the Year 100 million%, and he definitely deserves it. And Bryce Young will not win it in his conference. What a year for Bryce Young. Now, the stats might not pop out off the paper, and, the stats ain't really too good, He threw, this year he threw for 28, and let's go ahead and round up. He threw for 28.77. Let's go ahead and round up, say he threw for 29, you know what I'm saying? He threw for 29 yards. He had an 11 to 10 TD to interception ratio. I guess that's cool, but you know what I'm saying? That's like I'm saying, relax on him. He had a 60% completion, but he also got sacked 62 times. Now, you're like, is that a lot? Well, he got sacked 10.5% of the time. That means every time the ball is snapped, 10.5% of the time, my boy was getting sacked. Dang near 11%. So 1 out of every 11 plays. Think about it. Offense get about 60 plays roughly a game. If your offense ain't too hot that game, y'all might get about 55. 55 to like 70 is like great. So 55 to 70 plays. You know what I'm saying? A game. Depending on the pace of the game, definitely. But that's what I would say, give or take. Nonetheless. And so let's say 60, right, dead in the middle. At a 60 plays, he's getting sacked 6 times. Like, bro, in one game, he's getting sacked 6 times. That's you know what I'm saying, what he had to deal with this year. Like, that's crazy. Before we even jump into this year, I would like to rewind and talk about, why he went #1 to begin with. You know what I'm saying? Starting all the way back in his sophomore year at Bama, you know what I'm saying? Whenever he pretty much started every game. He really did start every game, sophomore year. And really, to me, the sophomore stats look better than the Heisman year stats. But, hey, we'll get to that. He had 15 games played. He threw for 4,800 yards. You know what I'm saying? His yards per attempt. You know what I'm saying? That means every time he threw the ball. That's a really good stat that people need to look at when you're thinking about quarterbacks. Just to let y'all know I'm putting y'all in the long game right now. That's what they be looking at. You hear me? Word. But yeah, it was 9 yards an attempt. That means every time he dropped back and the ball came out of his hand. That means that's counting every throwaway, you feel me? And they count sacks as well. You know what I'm saying? And that's great. You feel me? And he had 47 touchdowns to 7 interceptions that year with a quarterback efficiency rate of 167. It's decent. You know what I'm saying? I believe those are great stats. You know what I'm saying? Those stats are amazing. I don't know why people are hating on him. And that's why, that really set him up. That campaign right there really set him up to win that Heisman, really. Because his Heisman stats don't jump out at you. They really don't compared to his sophomore stats. You know what I'm saying? And he won the Heisman, That's why he really went to the league, Because he won Heisman that year. You feel me? But his receiver won it the year before, so that's also a big reason why maybe he has those pretty numbers his sophomore year. You know what I'm saying? Because he had the Heisman Trophy winner as a receiver on his team. So definitely he did have the benefit, and I believe that he's getting grouped. And before I tell you his junior year stats, his sophomore year he's looking great. Okay. He's getting grouped in as one of the guys in college ball in his class, and respectfully, because he's an animal, okay? Then he comes in his junior year, right? Then he plays 12 games, you know what I'm saying? He threw for 3,300. His yards per attempt were 8.8. Like I said, it's a little down, both of those stats are a little down, but he also played a fewer games than, the year before. He had 32 to 5. Quarterback interceptions, you know what I'm saying? And then his efficiency that year, his junior year, his last year of college, was 163.2. Now that's okay. That's pretty good as well. I mean, there were Heisman. I mean, not pretty good. I keep saying pretty good, but y'all know what I'm saying. Bernie won the freaking Heisman. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, that was kind of weird. I didn't really look. Bryce Young is not what I like to call a Sabermite. Okay, and I know you're like, what? A Sabermite is what I would call Mac Jones. Okay, Mac Jones is a Sabermite, you know, and Saban has a lot of them. So it's quarterbacks who played at Alabama, who thrived in Alabama's college football system, and then they get to the league and they poop their pants, you know. You know what I'm saying? Gotta stay, you know what I'm saying? Kid friendly on the channel. You did. Got to. But you know, they just, you know, they don't show out, you know what I'm saying? They get to the league and they can't do anything. DeMeco Ryans is a rookie head coach, meaning he had no other choice but to plan his offense around this rookie. Does that make sense? So whenever he took the job, right, they get the pick and everything. Boom, 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 right? Boom. I don't remember if they already had the pick or had not. I don't know. I'm pretty sure they already had it though. That makes sense. Yeah. But so they were gonna get a top 3 pick nonetheless, right? Okay. And then they end up having, you know, I think like 2. You know. Anyway, so yeah, they ended up having freaking 1. And they ended up getting Stroud. And that made sense. So he got to plan his offense around this guy. And I know you're like, well, Jay, what about, you know, in Carolina? How come they didn't do that with Bryce? And it's really harder than it looks. Just, you know, you just have to tip your hat to DeMeco Ryans and CJ Stroud out there. They're balling. They're in their own category. They don't need to be compared. I get it. He went in front of him, but you don't need to compare them. There's no reason for that. I mean, just for example, if you really want to compare, let's compare their weapons. I mean, Tank Dell, your boy Stroud had Tank Dell. Came out and balled this year. Came out in a rookie sensation. Bryce didn't have anything like that this year, you know. Let's just be real. Let's call a spade a spade. Nico Collins came out and balled out this year. I mean, yes, Stroud played great, and Stroud made some tough throws, and he really dominated and made some perfect, really, oh my goodness, jaw-dropping throws. I mean, if you watched my video, you know, quick little plug, shameless plug, you feel me? If you watched the last video, you feel me? You would know where Stroud landed in my quarterback ranking video. But he's pretty high up there, especially to be a rookie at that. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, just he's in a category of his own, and we need to stop comparing, you know, guys like that. Like, we lose some of, you know, how good a guy is because you want to compare him to the greatest ever. Like, bro, Josh Allen is a dog. I'm sorry, this is a tangent. I'm going off. But Josh Allen is an animal. And we need to stop comparing him to Mahomes, bro. Mahomes is compared to Tom Brady. That's it. Just compare Mahomes to Brady. That's it. Say, Brady did this. Is Mahomes going to be able to do this? That's it. Period. Don't compare. I'm done with that. Stop comparing 15 and 17. Okay, stop. Well, Bryce is going to have a great year. There has been a lot of all-time greats that, you know, have had terrible rookie years and came out either their sophomore year, junior year, or, you know what I'm saying, years on, and years on. You know what I'm saying? And dominated the league. For example, off my dome, who's a couple guys, Peyton Manning had a terrible rookie year. If y'all go back, I think he won like 4 games that season. They went like 3-13 that year, or like 12, whatever, something like that, bro. Go back and look. He didn't have a great year. Who else had a terrible year? Troy Aikman is a GOAT. You know what I'm saying? Troy Aikman had like a 1-2. Yeah, facts. Troy Aikman and John Elway. Troy Aikman and John Elway both had a 1-2. A 1-2 touchdown to interception ratio, meaning they threw twice as many interceptions as touchdowns their rookie year. Bryce did nothing like that. Bryce is 11-10. He actually threw 1 more, not nowhere near double. And Elway went on to win 2 bowls, and now he's the GM for the Broncos. You know what I'm saying? And your boy Troy, you feel me? I know you heard that. But Troy, he went out there and he dominated three of them, I'm pretty sure, for Dallas. Psh, like, I don't know, man. All I'm saying. Am I forgetting anybody else that had a terrible? Who else? I know, bro. There's somebody that. Oh my goodness, Terry freaking Bradshaw, bro. Terry Bradshaw had like a 1-3, 1-4. I'm pretty sure it was something crazy like a 1-4. Like he threw four. Hold on. He threw 4 times as many interceptions as touchdowns. It was like, it was either, I know for sure he only threw 6 touchdowns that year. And they pooped the bed. They didn't, win too many games, obviously. He threw 6 touchdowns that year and like 20 something interceptions. That about do it though for the video. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate y'all for watching this video. If you, made it this far, you might as well leave a like or something because you had to enjoy yourself. If you hear this, you feel me? So go ahead and subscribe. Smack the bell, you know what I'm saying? So you don't miss it up. I like to try to upload at decent times of the day, but sometimes I be busy. And the videos take forever to bruh. Sometimes videos take like an hour. Don't even get me started. Anyway, man. Appreciate y'all for watching this, man. Like, subscribe. We out. Be back tomorrow.